All right, I'm here in Unit 8. The first thing, Summit, is that the floors are incredibly unlevel. I mean, this is the high point. I feel like I'm standing up on a hill right now, and it slopes all the way down to here, and it's really lumpy. It almost feels like the flooring is laid on top of dirt. I don't know if you could tell, but it's super lumpy. And you got all these different stages. It goes lower, higher, higher, and then higher. I feel like we need to section it into 1, 2, 3, 4 sections and pour self-leveling cement in each section so that we can have a step. That's fine, but we should at least have the sections be level so that I don't feel like I'm walking on a tarp that's laying on top of a campsite dirt, you know. And this section too. You know, I think we should either put a subfloor on top or self-leveling cement, whatever's the most cost-effective method. Okay, we need closet doors on there. We need closet doors on there. We got to get rid of that piece of wood. We got to box that in, make a little cabinet for it. All the trim in the entire place needs to be redone. That's because we're redoing the floors. Okay, if the doors are still okay, we'll use them and just paint them. But you know what I mean? We'll see. Worst case scenario, we just put a couple of new doors on since everything needs to be pretty much addressed anyway, and you're only talking about $100 a door. And in the big scheme of things, it's really not that much. Although, you know, they don't look bad. I think they just need to be painted with new door trim on it. I think would do the trick. Got a lot of drywall repair that needs to be done everywhere. Couple of days worth of drywall repair for a guy. Ceilings, walls, you name it. And then quite a painting job too. So you can see that on the ceilings and walls and all that everywhere. What I'd like to do is rip out the cabinets, gone, put new cabinets in. I want to keep the stove and the sink where they are. I don't want to get into reorganizing everything, but I'd like to take the fridge and incorporate it into the kitchen. If we can use that somewhere else or get rid of it and then buy an apartment size stove, an apartment size fridge, it'll give us more room to work. And what I think is we could put the fridge down here at the very end that opens like this, 24-inch. Move the sink just a few inches to the left. Keep the stove right where it is, but make it a 24-inch. And then we'll have the kitchen similar in scope, but we'll put cabinets that actually fit rather than ones that are so big and encroaching over that. And by having the fridge here too, it only is about this high, so it'll be much more open for that window. I think we should replace all 3 windows down here. They're in really bad shape. I think we should replace all of the light fixtures. This should be a track light. This should just be a new flush mount light, another new flush mount light, new flush mount light. I think we should put a nice track light right there. And in the bedroom, a new flush mount light as well. We're going to need 1, 2, 3 sets of blinds for these little windows. I think we should trim them in so that, you know, it looks finished instead of just drywalled like that. I think we're going to just have to have an electrician come in here and install new plugs everywhere, or at least test them and make sure they're in good shape and working. They all look pretty beat up. I mean, there's 1 or 2 that aren't bad, but for the most part, let's at least just have him use his discretion. That one's obviously fine. That one's fine. We'll have him look at it. The ones that need replacing, we'll get them replaced, and I can find out what that cost is going to be, and we'll work it into the quote. That I think we should get rid of and then replace it with a cheap $99 vanity from Home Depot that has some storage inside of it, because right now you have nowhere to put your storage. You can see the drain pipe, and a new one we can hide all of that stuff with a normal vanity. And we'll put a mirror on there, and we'll make sure that if that's in the way, you know, we'll move it or make it work with a nice mirror. But this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. You know, drywall repair on this, you can skim this out, clean that up. You won't see that as much. The shower, believe it or not, I think is in good shape, and I really don't want to redo it because it's literally sunk into the floor. You can see that, but it's sunk into the floor like 3 inches, and that would be a really difficult project to change. So, you know what I mean? I think we just need it really professionally cleaned and new white silicone everywhere. Strip the old silicone off, and then we're laughing. The door seems to open and close fine, you know? So I think we're okay. See that? Just got to give it a little bit of a push and we're good. Now, there's obviously some water damage there. We got to find out where it's coming from, fix that. So what I want is vinyl floor here, and I want vinyl floor coming in the front entrance all through up to the bedroom door there, all through here, and then I want laminate, laminate, laminate. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. And then obviously everything needs to be painted. We need new trim everywhere, new quarter round, door, windows, baseboard. Obviously we'll need countertops and knobs and a hood fan with a charcoal filter. We'll need GFIs in there, a sink and a faucet and the associated plumbing. Same at the bathroom, we're gonna need a faucet. And that's it.